The first holiday-themed episode of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is approaching, and it appears to be a family affair involving the McAllisters and Coopers. This implies that some of the young Sheldon characters will return to the show, but will Sheldon be able to take a break from his studies in Pasadena, California, for Thanksgiving? Thankfully, we get some answers on that, along with a surprising figure I can't wait to see again. As the years passed, these two became further apart, as evidenced by the casting of Jerry O'Connell as Georgie on The Big Bang Theory. Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. Before going to the main topic, I want to say like this video and subscribe to the channel. However, since Sheldon recently left, viewers may anticipate that he will attend what appears to be the first Thanksgiving since his father's passing. I'm excited to see who will be in this episode, and here's what we know from the promo. It appears quite obvious what Sheldon's situation is during family Thanksgiving, even though the teaser doesn't provide us any concrete proof. In an apparent attempt to persuade Missy to come to the family dinner, Georgie contacts her. He claims that everybody will be present, but when Missy asks if Sheldon will be there, he changes the remark to almost everybody. Watch the exchange in the episode's trailer below. Although we can't fully rule it out, I would take that conversation to suggest that we shouldn't anticipate seeing Ian Armitage in this forthcoming Georgie and Mandy's first marriage episode. Although I would assume that CBS would sooner advertise it than keep it a secret, Steve Holland pointed out that Sheldon could undoubtedly appear in holiday episodes. We'll see about upcoming holiday episodes, but I'm going to assume he won't be there for Thanksgiving this year. I'm really excited about the debut of one young Sheldon actor in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. Craig T. Nelson will return to his role as Georgie's Mima Connie's boyfriend, Dale. In the later seasons, Dale spent a lot of time with the Cooper family, occasionally offering his frequently useless counsel when someone asked for it. Nelson's return to the brand is fantastic, especially considering his prior experience with sitcom television. Perhaps with this kind of show, he'll revert to the acting style we saw in his Coach days, which would bring back some of the nostalgia I had for the 90s when Jay Leno provided the series' voice. Dale's appearance also provides the audience with another perspective on Georgie and Mandy's relationship, which, based on what we learned on The Big Bang Theory, is probably going to end badly. However, Dale usually tries his best to avoid becoming involved in dramatic situations, so even if he senses danger between them, he can choose to keep his lips shut. The connection between Georgie and Mandy will always be difficult, and not only because we know it will end badly. Although the details are entertaining, this series excels at being humorous while examining the reasons why their marriage fails, making some of their arguments agonizing. The couple's need for a social life and the issues arising from their age gap were discussed in Season 1, Episode 4. Excellent work! In 2024, Georgie and Mandy faced a problem that hasn't really altered for parents: how to maintain a social life outside the house while raising a little child at home. Because the narrative might have happened in the present day, except for Mandy not having a smartphone to check in with Georgie, I almost forgot this was a nostalgia piece. It's interesting to note that Georgie enjoyed spending time with Mandy's parents while remaining at home. At first, just Mandy was becoming stir-crazy. Even while we all know Audrey still disapproves of Georgie and considers him a young boy in comparison to her daughter, playing games with Mandy's parents helps Georgie feel accepted. Additionally, Audrey can fulfill her competitive side by playing bridge, which makes her more likely to like Georgie rather than resent him. However, Mandy needs time apart from being a mother and wife, and Audrey irritates her, making her need for separation even more intense. When she revealed that her new best friend had a boy Georgie's age, I felt sorry for her. It simply made her more conscious of their age difference and made her feel uncomfortable. That will be a problem till Georgie turns 25. By then, no one will notice that he is several years younger than his wife, and the age difference will not be as evident. However, Audrey is not alone at this point in time in thinking Georgie is much younger and not quite an adult. This is especially true if other women of Mandy's age have sons of Georgie's age. Since Mandy isn't that old, her friend probably had a baby when she was young and should be able to empathize to Mandy's unplanned pregnancy. Nevertheless, the fourth episode of Season 1 of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage effectively depicts how awkward socializing is due to the age gap. It's awkward every time it comes up because many people think it's weird and Mandy feels ashamed of the whole thing. She believes that it is much more normal for Beth to have custody of her teenage son following a contentious divorce than to become pregnant with a 17-year-old who you assumed was older and then marry him when he reaches adulthood. Although he wasn't much older than Todd and his pals, the birth of his daughter and the passing of his own father have made him considerably more responsible. He was then old enough to want to go dirt biking with his pals, which resulted in a heartwarming yet funny conversation with Mandy, who thought it was too risky. More than anything else, that conversation highlighted the challenges of the age gap, but Georgie's mature side came out when she insisted on seeing Todd. On Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Season 1 Episode 4, Georgie was correct when she insisted that the children not drink and drive. That was an excellent illustration of a PSA that avoids overpowering the listener with its message. Georgie's interaction with the children naturally led to it. It also demonstrated that, as a teenager and a father, he was unable to fully relate to them. He had to remind the children not to call him Mr. Cooper when he brought them home, which served as a poignant reminder of the stage of life he's in. Georgie finds it more difficult to fit in because of his circumstances, which place him firmly between the worlds of adolescence and adulthood. We appreciate a sensible Connor subplot in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, Season 1, Episode 4. Connor had a whole funny storyline, not just the punchline to a joke. It was fantastic, but it wasn't serious. As is customary with Connor, he insisted on playing 20 questions and included inquiries like, "Are you sure we're going to have any idea what you're talking about?" as one of the 20 questions. Even though it was bothersome that he never disclosed the name of the mystery object he was considering, this side tale offered him more complexity than he had previously, which is a huge gain. How did you feel about the 4th episode of Season 1 of Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage? After rating the episode in our poll, provide your thoughts in the comments section. The knowledge that the Cooper family's adventures would continue in a new spin-off, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, provided comfort despite the grief that Young Sheldon Season 7 signaled the end of the series. In Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, the Cooper family's tale is told from the viewpoint of older brother Georgie, Montana Jordan, narrated by Chuck Lorre, Stephen Malaro, and Steve Holland, the brilliant brains behind The Big Bang Theory and Young Sheldon. Holland discussed what to anticipate in Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage with Variety after the Young Sheldon conclusion. Fans can anticipate seeing some recognizable faces in the upcoming series, he said, though not immediately. We have always hoped that this world will endure throughout the upcoming series. It's also important to us that this new show gets its own identity and attitude, and isn't just Young Sheldon Season 8, he said. We love these actors, and we've always thought this is a world where these characters can drop in and make appearances and be a part of it from time to time. In terms of the timeline, Holland said that the new series picks up soon after the events of the Young Sheldon finale. The conclusion, I guess, is a month after Cooper patriarch George's, Lance Barber, death, so definitely maybe another month after that. So it's only a little bit removed from the death, but not much. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage premiered October 17th. The show airs Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time / Pacific Time on CBS. Here's what we know about the next new episode airing November 7th. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Episode 4. Todd's mom. Things get awkward when Georgie and Mandy try to make new friends. Jim and Audrey get competitive playing a game with Connor. A fellow waitress at the diner is looking for fun in the wake of her recent divorce. With a Paramount Plus subscription or a cable subscription, you can watch CBS. You can also watch CBS series like Young Sheldon on streaming services like DirecTV Stream, YouTube TV, Hulu with Live TV, and Fubo TV if you have cut the cord. Episode 1 of Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. 6:10 to Lubbock. Georgie and Mandy get fed up staying with her parents and reconsider their living situation after a fight with Mandy's mom. Episode 2 of Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. Some New York nonsense. Missy gets into trouble at school. Georgie struggles to balance life, work, and family. Mandy worries for Georgie's well-being. The third episode of Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, Secrets, Lies, and a Chunk of Change. Georgie digs into Mandy's past when he discovers she's been hiding thousands of dollars of debt. Mandy tries to right her wrongs by going back to work. The CBS summary of Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage is as follows. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, the sequel to Young Sheldon, follows Georgie, Montana Jordan, and Mandy, Emily Osment, as they raise their young family in Texas while navigating the challenges of adulthood, parenting, and marriage. The two stars of the show, Emily Osment, Hannah Montana, the movie, as Mandy and Montana Jordan, the legacy of a white-tailed deer hunter, as Georgie, are the only confirmed cast members for Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. Let us know in your comments. And stay tuned by subscribing our channel to get more updates like this. Thanks, everyone.